Hi, I'm Ian Go. I'm a lecturer in classics at Swansea University, and this is the fourth in a series of videos about the food of Roman verse. Today my topic is Horace's Epistle 119. This poem is a verse letter in which apparently Horace is writing in about 20 BC to his patron Maecenas. Horace complains about the crowd of bad poets who, he says, try to imitate him too closely. These less talented tryhards, he claims, would follow his rule if he said all poets should drink. They would drink too much and take it too far and be wasted. Horace may have issued such a law in his role as the MC of a party, the Magister Bibendi. In that context, he may have been wearing a crown such as this one, which has been given to me by my colleague Ersin Hussein. You could see that as, for instance, the rules of a drinking game. But by saying this, Horace is activating an old quarrel between those who believe that poets should be drinkers and get their inspiration from alcohol, and those who believe that poets should be water drinkers, because water is by rights purer and more wholesome. Horace goes on to say that if he had a pale complexion, these less talented poets would try and make themselves a whiter shade of pale. How does one achieve such whitewashing? Well, in antiquity, it was believed that you could do this by ingesting cumin, and I have put some cumin in my drink today. The most famous bunch of people who were pale in antiquity were philosophers, because they spent too much time in the library and did not go outdoors. But this is relevant because Horace, in the preceding 18 poems, has been writing about how to live well and has been doing philosophy. So it's a direct comment on the kind of poetry that he has been writing, and it's a signal to Maecenas. One last point. If you come to Swansea in November, on the third Thursday, we, almost alone in Britain, celebrate what is known as Bergeret Day. This festival is to celebrate the release of the new season Bergeret, a red wine. It's celebrated in France, but also in Swansea, perhaps because this is where the new wine would be delivered. Cheers to that.